Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh my goodness. I know. Ooh, knocked my microphone. I know that today is not our norm, not our normal time. We're in this transition time for Fridays, and today's a little bit wonky, but we'll get chatting here in a second. Let's go ahead and scroll up and see who is here today. Question of the day is: if you could be an animal for a day, what would you be? Hi, Brooke. Listen, Brooke says a panda bear. Love it. They're so cute. Josephine, hello. Happy Friday today. I want to be a house cat because I need to catch up on sleep. Right? They've got it so easy. Let's see. Emily, hello. Sounds good. Enjoy your food. Hi, Renee. Hi, Natalie. Natalie would be a tiger. Right? Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment for sure. Like, even still, like, I'm having to reframe. I mean, because we've had Friday evenings since, like, the beginning. Because for a while it was Monday and Friday evenings and then Wednesday mornings. And then I had to cut out the third day just because life, and now we're having to shift the time. So, you know, but I can't expect things to stay the same forever. Let's see. Linda, hello. Durbin, hello. Durbin says dragon or a phoenix. Let's see. Thomas, hello. Della, hello. Linda says sea turtle. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, Della would be a dragon. That's right. I didn't specify whether or not it was fantasy, just any. Hi, Michael. Welcome. Let's see. Mrs. Butterfly, hello. Kathleen, hello. Evelyn, good morning. Let's see. Oh, butterflies would be a panda. Never harmed to eaten and get to live in beautiful nature. That's fair. That's fair. Oh my gosh. 4 years, 1 month ago. That's almost 48 months. That is amazing. Thank you for all that support, Ev. Let me get some hypes in chat for Ev. Holy heck. 47 months. We definitely get some handy dandy hype emotes and a poll. ooh. Oh no, wait. Harold's in Discord. Never mind. I was going to say a Harold emote, but I forgot we don't have it on there anymore. Let's see. Ooh, Kathleen also says dragon. Thanks, Josephine. Let's see. I'm not missing anything. Sherry, hello. Dawn wants to be a cat. Hi, Kenny. Let's see. Miss Butterfly says bird. Love it. Koala bears because they're cute and cuddly. Right? I feel like a koala bear, like, if you could ever domesticate it, that'd be the cutest, like, or maybe they just get into the cupboards. I don't know. But they'd be super cute. Super cute. Let's see. Allison, good morning. House cat, right? Let's see. Oh, Kenny does have a new photo. That's exciting. And hello, Melissa. All right. Good morning, everyone. Well, we are on part 5 of this. And part of the reason that we're kind of on part 5 is because if you've been here for the last week, last Friday's stream was a bit of a disaster and a half. Hi, Ken. For whatever reason, in my neighborhood, the internet in the evening is not great. Could be the construction, could be the people, hard to say. But that is a big part of the reason why we are shifting to morning streams for Fridays. Now, I know today was a little bit later, but on a regular basis, hi, Miss Scones. On a regular basis, we are going to be doing Fridays at 10 a.m. So this is going to be, I dropped a marker. This is going to be our new norm for a while. So hopefully we'll make a lot of progress on this page today. I have all the markers out that we've been using for so far. No worries. Oh, have fun at the passport office. All right. Well, let's catch up a little bit on this page here, and then we'll get into coloring and chatting. Oh, I was going to show. All right. So yesterday, I actually haven't had a hard time, not hard time. I haven't had time to do the current, we have like 5 in the queue for the quilt squares, but I've streamed every day. Oh, okay, that works, Allison. Also, we had a storm roll through here last night. Hi, Mayland. We had to take shelter for like half an hour. It's her fault, right? Because I'm good with that. Excited, sad. Oh, your youngest is moving out. Oh. So yesterday, I streamed yesterday morning too, and it was a little bit of a different one. So I am preparing for a competition in the fall. And one of the competitions that I'm doing, it is it's a painting competition. It's plein air, which means that it's outside. Yes, butterflies, I did. Yes, so hopefully we should be able to do words on stream today. But because of that, the paintings have to be done in like 2 hours. So now, up until then, or until I feel comfortable with my skill, I'll be going live randomly when I'm practicing my painting for that particular thing. Anyway, oh, no worries. But I was live yesterday for the first one. Oh my gosh, I learned so much. So glad that I did it. This is where we were at. Clearly this is not done or to the level that I would be happy with at all. I haven't had time to finish working on it, but this was like about 2 hours. did not get anywhere near it. So I have so much more to do. I'm also working on a reel for the Grisaille coloring kit. Shannon was working out a little bit yesterday. This is where I'm at for that. I still have these flowers to do, the bird, and the background. I might add some clouds or something, but yeah, so look for that one here at some point as soon as I have time to finish it. I probably won't be able to work on it today. We're actually taking the kids out to eat at a baseball game tonight, so they're super excited about that. Thanks, Renee. If I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. Right, Josephine? Yeah, it was eye-opening for sure. Like, it's insane. Always wanted to fly. Oh, the flying nun. Yeah. I'd probably be a bird of some sort. Some sort of bird. Anyway, let's dive in and we can keep chatting and everything. Let's start on the left-hand side. We're going to start with these here. So I have a few, I know I have alcohol markers in the title, but it's just kind of worked out that we've used a little bit of paint pen, a few Prismacolors here and there, mostly markers, which is why, am I all the way zoomed out? I've got all of these over here, which are the ones we've been using lately. So we're gonna dive right in. Let's see, let's go and put those back there. We're gonna shift this over so we can get as much of it centered as possible. Thank you. I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I'm really curious to see what it's gonna look like when it's done, if we successfully did our kind of glow effect with it. So let's see, let's move the pencils to over here. I want to shift this up. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be working down here. Let's make sure we are not in focus. There we go. That's so much better. All right, I'm going to leave it zoomed out right about here so I can have the entirety of the page. I'm going to Detroit Tigers game tonight. Let's see, for my sister's 26th birthday. It's her actual birthday today. Oh, well, first of all, exciting. Second of all, happy birthday to your sister. All right, so let's jump in with, we had some reference photos, but I want to balance this a little bit more. So let's do something more similar to the bananas. That's hilarious. We're going to do something similar to the bananas down here. So let's see, if I remember correctly, that was... So we have sky blue, beach blue. I think we started out with beach blue on that one. So we're going Snow White stream, right? As far as what markers we're using, I do have a few select Copics that I'm using, but it's mostly because like I don't have a full range of colors that I want in the Artezas, or like some of the Artezas are dried out. So we're gonna start with the beach blue from the Arteza set. So if you are in the US or have been keeping up on the US weather right now, it has been a tornado palooza over here. It's been a little intense. And last night was our turn. It was after the kids had gone to bed, but not so late that they were actually asleep yet. And oh my God, tickling me on my shirt. Anyway, we had a storm blow through here, and Steve and I were keeping an eye on the radar, and according to the radar, the storm was going to kind of skate around us, so we weren't all that concerned. And then turns out we were wrong. It either changed direction, or the radar was wrong, or whatever else. So Steve and I have a way to remember the difference between a tornado warning and a tornado watch. We jokingly say a tornado watch is when there are ingredients for tacos, tornado being the tacos, right? So it's like, all right, tornado watch, there are ingredients for tornadoes. There are the ingredients in the weather to potentially make a tornado. Tornado warning is there's either one pretty much on the ground, or like, yeah, that's the go shelter in place one. So we call there's ingredients for tacos, or tacos have been made. So tacos were not quite made yesterday, but enough so that the town that's near us, and I say town that's near us, it's basically where we're at, but we are outside of it. Anyway, the town got hit, not by the tornado, but by like baseball size hail and really strong wind. When I went to the doctor's appointment this morning, there were trees down, like nature debris all in the road. It was pretty intense. Basically, we had the rotation in the radar, but thankfully an actual tornado did not form. I haven't had a chance to look at the news. I don't know if it ended up forming later, but once we were out of the danger zone, we all relaxed a little bit. But it was enough that we had to shelter in place. We have a room in the house that we, you know, get the kids and we all go hang out in there until it's all passed. But yeah, so that was exciting. Thankfully, we are good. Our neighbors are good. Like all of it. It was. We've definitely had closer calls before. I mean, it's where we live, unfortunately. So the best thing you can do is, you know, have a plan, stay prepared, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we were doing last night. Super fun. I'm sure everybody's completely jealous. Let's see. We're going to use the Copic Mint Blue now. Yes. Yeah, it is. Considering how much everything's been happening lately, yes, it is very good news. So we were relieved. Kids were nervous, and thankfully the hail didn't actually hit us. It did hit in town. We had some friends who lived where it got hit, so they were, you know, showing us pictures and video of the fallen trees and everything. But it could have been that much worse, and it wasn't. So we're all good here now. But you know, it always makes the kids kind of nervous when we've got to go hunker down in the room downstairs. They're like, "Are we in danger?" It's like, no, like we just brought some chairs in, let them bring their stuffed animals, and we were all good. Okay, for this spot here, let's do the pastel blue. But it's always a little bit surreal. Like, it's completely possible to get a tornado here, especially where we're at. So I used to really enjoy rainy weather and storms because I grew up on the coast, but we didn't have tornadoes there. I do not enjoy the stormy weather as much as I used to because it's a little bit more dangerous here. Hi, Kim. Yeah, we did hide in a bathroom. Well, when there's a tornado warning, they say shelter in place. The thing is, you were supposed to find the most centralized room in the house that's, you know, the most protected by walls. For us, we have a half bath that's downstairs, and it's actually under the stairs, and so it's really encased. It's in the, you know, bottom floor, center of the house kind of thing. So that is actually our safest place to be. Let's do baby blue. So it is our safest place to be. I wish we had a basement. We don't. I don't know why basements aren't as common in Texas. You would think, being, you know, in an area where you're at risk for tornadoes, like all the houses would come with basements, but it doesn't. So we just hung out in our lowest room and everything. The kids were a little nervous, but we're kind of just used to it. They really are. Does not have a window. Yeah, that's a bit of a thing. And like I said, we only had to, once the storm is past, storms, like, at least not that I know of, they don't really turn around and come back the other way. They might curve. But we were all good and you know, hunkered down and everything. So it turned out okay, but yeah, the kids are always a little bit nervous, but you just ride it out and you're good to go. Bye, Renee. We have been close to a few when the kids were really young. In fact, I don't even know if little Steve, I might have been pregnant with little Steve when it happened. But the closest that I think we ever really, maybe not the closest. Basically, there was one that was definitely close. Steve was actually gone on a trip, so he's like got loads of messages by the time it was done, and he was not available to come to us because he was actually overseas at the time. But I remember the sky got so dark that it was like literally nighttime outside. I remember that. And it was when I was in the middle of heating up some food for little Emily. She was real young. And so we're friends. We're using the Ohuhu blender right now because I want to lighten this just a bit. We were friends with our downstairs neighbor. So I just packed up lunch and we all went down and hung out. Hi, Angela. That's Washington to the roof of a couple buildings about a block away from us. Oof. Yeah, that's always scary. But we went downstairs because I remember I was in the kitchen and I was heating up her lunch and everything. And I looked out the window and the skies were like dark and it got like really eerie. Like it was a little scary. So we went downstairs and rode that out. The only other time that it got really close was actually, hon, where was that one at the other house? It was what, 2 years ago? Yeah, it was a couple years ago. And there was a tornado warning and everything. Tacos had been made. Tacos were on the ground. And so we were keeping an eye on the weather and the report, trying to, you know, make sure, you know, of course we're already in shelter, but you know, if you need to book it, sounds good, Kenny. If you need to book it, you just need to keep an eye on it. But anyway, it was close enough that yes, we were sheltered in place, but the way that it happened, hi Mona, the way that it happened is, first of all, like the news, like he was reporting on the tornado and everything, and then like they were following the location, and they zoomed in on our neighborhood, exactly where our house was, and I was like, oh, that's good. Anyway, what ended up happening was the tornado hopped, and it hopped right over us, but it was so close that I could feel the air pressure changes in the air, like my ears popped. It was completely weird. And just surreal and all of that. But yeah, so yesterday, sheltered in place, but everybody's fine. The town's, a good portion of the town is without internet. Even the doctor's office that I went to today, they didn't have internet. And so like I was trying to call them this morning and they couldn't answer. They didn't have internet, phone lines, like everything. It was insane. But we, thankfully enough, were not in the path of the worst of the storm. So amazingly enough, considering the ironic nature of my lack of internet most of the time, we're actually okay. So, so, you know, lots of, let's see, I'm using the Copic Pale Pink. Lots of excitement last night, but it passed through okay. We were all pretty tired by the end of it, so we slept pretty hard. But yeah, so that was last night. But I did really enjoy the live streaming, the painting thing. Like I said, I feel like I learned a lot from it, and I'm trying to think more about what it is exactly I'm going to be painting, and I think I need to take some more reference photos specifically to not there in that location, because that would be cheating, but the idea of those kinds of locations, you know, like buildings, singular things. So I don't ever actually say, Thomas, but they are younger. I've established, you know, primary school age, but no, I keep things pretty private as far as the kids are concerned, internet safety and whatnot. I watched a tornado go through a field across the road where there's now a big church, right? It's so, well, and let's see, we're going to use the pale aqua blue. The town where we lived before, where the tornado actually touched down when the kids were little, you can still see, because it tore, you know, roofs off houses, you know, annihilated some fences. And so when you drive through there now, you can see where the old fence is versus the new fence. And you can see like, oh, okay, that's what caused that. A tornado came within 3 blocks of your trailer. Oh my gosh, a trailer and tornado. That's like one of the things that they say. They say shelter in place now, but also if you're in a mobile home, you're probably going to get swept away. Like they literally say that. Thanks, Marcy. Yeah, we are too. Yeah, where we're at, we're definitely susceptible to them, but we kept a really close eye on the weather last night, and we were able to write it out. Okay, this marker is almost out of ink here. Oh, this one over here. But yeah, so kids were a bit nervous, but you know, it all passed within an hour or so, and we only had to be sheltered for about 30 minutes. So that was all right. They really are. Absolutely, Christine. Building on a fish picture. Nice. Really, Ev? When you were little, you wanted to be a storm chaser? Oh, no, man. Natural disasters. That's always been like a big nightmare of mine. Absolutely not. Like, I had apocalyptic nightmares all the time. But I'm excited we're making such progress on this page. I swapped over to the chisel side because the brush tip, that side, is really starting to dry out. So we are getting our last dregs here from this marker. It's barely hanging in there. Okay, let's see. Right, Mrs. Butterfly, they're so good. Okay, so I'm going to use Mignonette, which is YG11 in the Copic. I'm going to add just a bit more green. Any of the green that I'm using is all very lightly colored because I don't want it to overwhelm the mandrel's face. Oh. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do my next silent painting. I need to have time to kind of plan and think about what I want to do next, because I don't want to just jump straight into another picture. I need to be a little bit more thoughtful on what I'm choosing that will make it work with that. I definitely had great ambitions for the other one. And even if you're not interested in watching the silent painting, if you're keeping track of like your loyalty points or anything for the stream, those were here, like you still earn loyalty points from chatting. So even if you want to just come in and chat with people when I'm doing it, that's fine. I'm doing the live with the painting mostly because it is getting me as close as possible to recreating what the environment will most likely be like when I do the competition. Ooh, a hummingbird. Oh, I'd have to nap so hard after a hummingbird. Flapping so hard. Okay, let's see. We've got YG08. And the other ones. There you go. YG04 and YG05. Let's do a little bit of 5. Thanks, Maylin. Yeah, we're just kind of trucking along on this, getting her done. I think we'll definitely touch up the background a little bit, get it a little bit darker around the edge. But yeah, so from here on out then we'll have Friday mornings, and I think it'll work out well. And it is kind of nice. It's opened up Friday evenings to, this is probably branch, but we're gonna color it like, or it's probably leaf, but we're gonna color it like branch. We're just rolling with it. Like I said, it kind of opened Friday evenings. So like tonight, like I said, we're taking the kiddos to a baseball game. Big Steve took little Steve to one a few weeks ago, but little Emily was sick, so she couldn't go. So they're very excited about going to this one. I keep getting a privacy warning on my internet, so don't anyone know what that is. No, usually if I get anything like suspicious though, where I'm just like, what is this? Like I go ahead and run a scan to make sure I didn't accidentally pick anything up. Ooh, boss fight a 6, so no Friday morning phone call. Well, I hope he feels better soon. Let's see, I really like the non-traditional colors used on this page. I don't have markers, but I was using my... Ooh, the Supras would probably be wonderful. Oh, you wanted to be a capybara. Sorry, I did miss that. Capybaras are adorable. Who is Detroit playing? I don't know, not us. We're just going to a... It's not a professional baseball game. It's just like a local college baseball game. I'm a little bit hungry, but maybe I'm just bored at work. Yeah, that was me this morning. So like I was up at 6 today, and I swear, like I took little Emily to school, and then she forgot something, so I had to come back home and get the thing and then bring it back to school. And then I went to the post office this morning, and then I came back and picked up little Steve because he also had a doctor's appointment today. So we both went and did that. Then I took him to school. Then by the time I got back, I was like, I need some food. I didn't have time for breakfast. I had my morning coffee, as you can tell by, I'm sure, my energy. But I was like, I cannot start at 11. I need to eat. Otherwise, I will end up hangry. Oh, yeah, possibly. Yeah, Kitty can come in. Yeah, that's fine. I know, like, we never stream at this time unless it's a weekend, but Steve he also has an appointment today, so he's working from home, which means we can go just a little bit later on stream today, so we will be good to go for school pickup and everything. Okay, oh, we need to do a little bit of the pink here. So if you missed why we're doing the pink, the idea is imagine a bright neon light that is shining onto our mandrel friend here. We're getting a little bit of a light glare, but that's kind of where we're going with. We may end up adding some more pink after we get the rest of our color down. But keep in mind, it looks lighter to you guys than it really is just because of the lights and outside and all that good stuff. Okay, so I think when we're all done filling in the color, we'll go around and add some higher contrast shadows. So for now, we're going to leave that, and we're going to shift over to this area here. We want to get down most of this color here. Waiting until after stream for lunch. It wasn't even really lunch. I had a bowl of cereal and a bagel. So brunch, if you eat at like 11, it's brunch, right? What happens when... Oh, when that happens, I just use my phone data and then go back to my internet. It usually goes away, but I'm going to call my internet company later. Yeah, mayhaps. Do you show the new quote squares in the beginning of the stream? No, I have not yet. I haven't had time. But that's also why I gave myself 1 to 2 weeks to finish those. Just because sometimes things get chaotic. And this week has been so busy. So since I won't be live again until Wednesday, my plan is to get them done before Wednesday's stream. Not even having coffee? Are you insane? I have to have my coffee. Okay, so we have these. They remind me of oranges. And we've got a lot of darker blue. Oh, yeah. Love you. Be safe. We've got a lot of darker blue ones, so I think I want to go lighter on these ones. Yeah, so no one's missed. We're all good. I am, like I said, I've got a queue. Well, actually, unless somebody redeemed off stream, I've got a queue of about 5, I think. 5 squares. Let me check real quick. So I'm curious. I did not check today. Yes, we have a queue of about 5 squares. So yeah. Oh yeah, possibly. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so let's do the mint blue in Copic B01. I think this one is starting to. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Okay. So we're gonna follow some of the markings that he made where it's kind of lighter on this side. So we're gonna keep with that. I've got a sheet of paper behind here to protect the other ones. In fact, if you guys want an update of what the backside looks like when you're using alcohol markers in a coloring book, just assume that you're not gonna color the other side. So that is what it looks like, but I didn't really ever want to color the shark eating the seal. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Ooh, an iced coffee. I don't know, I've really done like iced coffees, iced teas. I like it warm. I know, right? I am coloring the other side, but that's also why I have this sheet of paper here. Not necessarily to protect this page, but to like protect the ones behind it. Okay, let's shift that back up. Zoom back in here. Here we go. So yeah, all in all, very busy, adventurous days, I suppose. But yeah, with the silent painting one, I'll probably just do random lives because I never know when, you know, I'm like going to be in the mood to paint or whatever else. And since it's not our regularly scheduled programming, I'm not too concerned about it. Let's actually use a little bit of yellow. We have some pale lemon in Copic. Yeah, Durbin's our local tech expert. Oh, kitty, your food's gonna go off soon. You got like 2 minutes, okay? Just rubbing your face on my chair. Okay, so we're gonna do this pale yellow here. So we'll fill that in just a little bit more. Okay, and then let's get the... Ooh, a monkey. A monkey would be cool. Let's do pale pink. Because that was bubblegum that we used for the pink highlight. Kind of end up turning kind of rainbow because that yellow is turning a bit orange. Welcome back, Dawn. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. All right, then let's grab the... What is this one? This is the... Jade green. Let's do just a little bit of that. A bit darker than I anticipated. I hear you, kitty. Look, see, there's your food. They have automatic feeders, so she's just like, ah, my food. Aw, thanks, Kenny. After over a week and a half of rain, they're predicting mid-80s all next week. Oh, it's already been so hot here. That's why, as much as the storm sucked because of the damage, it brought in a teeny tiny little bit of cold front. Probably a lemur. Ooh, a lemur would be cool. And how are you, Dee Dee? All right, so let's go ahead and use, we're gonna use the Ohuhu blender here. We're gonna soften the edges, lighten it just a bit. You can see it gets kind of see-through a little bit when we're doing this. So you got to make sure to let it dry after using the blender. And it's always going to end up a little bit lighter than it is when it's this wet. There we go. Okay, before we move too much further, let's go ahead and grab our white paint pen, because we're doing this kind of like a wintry kind of thing. So I've been putting like frost and everything on here. Welcome back, Emily. How was your lunch and what did you eat? Finally have some warm weather in the UK. Nice. Yeah, because you guys like, I know when I went to Scotland, and I know that Scotland's a bit more north in the UK, but like I went there during spring break, so March, a handful of years ago, and you guys like still had snow and everything. 90s for at least the next week. Ugh. We had McDonald's. That works. All right, I'm just making sure that this is nice and mixed. There we go. See, testing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a white line on here. It's soaking into the page just a bit, so we'll go over it a couple times. Add some dots for kind of frosted crystals, just a bit. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing here. I don't think I used the blender on this leaf, but it's okay. We're gonna be using the white anyway to cover up some of these edges. Okay, let's do the fruit. Like I said, we're not doing white all the way around, but we're just doing it on these edges that are pointing towards the mandrill. So I know what we're going to use next. We're going to use probably the grisaille pencils or the black edition. I want to say probably the black edition because I got those before the grisailles. But the next question is, what do we want to do next? I'm leaning towards Johanna, just because this one's not a Johanna. I like going back to her. Oh, I'm out of frame. I'm sorry. There we go. Ooh, nice, Josephine. Right? It's only May. Well, see, if I was still in Oregon, that's the way I would be feeling. Although it did rain, or not rain, it did snow in April once, I remember, when we were living in the valley. Don't get too much snow on the coast. Little Steve was lamenting last night, though. He's like, we get tornadoes, we get hail, we get really hot weather. He's like, but no snow. They are not thrilled with the fact that we just don't get all that much snow. It's like, sorry, bud, we live in Texas. We could, and I do have a mermaid page. I think the sale for it might be over, though. I'll have to check. I think I'm just gonna need to do a flip through of everything and see what calls out to me. Because honestly, I'm loving painting so much right now. Like, my instinct is to do something with paint, but I know that's like not a ton what people come here for. So there's a certain level of me that has to fight my instinct a little bit. We'll save that for the silent painting days. Ooh, 60 and sunny. Nice. Cold storm last week. Snow in the Sierras. Now heat wave. It's bananas, right? Used to joke that. It's like, oh, you don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes. It'll change. Let's see. So here. There. Throw in some here. We're going to put some kind of, not just along the line, but on the fruit itself. There we go. And go there. I did actually, so as most of you know, I'm pretty much self-taught when it comes to a lot of the stuff, especially like painting and whatnot. I did take some art classes in college, but I didn't stay there long enough to really retain much of anything. So obviously, like, you all know that I've been getting into the painting and everything more. So the kids wanted to go to the library yesterday. So I was just like, well, why don't I see what books they have on gouache? See if there's like maybe some techniques I'm not familiar with, anything in there that I'm missing. Basically, I want to try and utilize as much information as I can to get the, you know, the most out of the paints that I'm using. And I actually did find a couple of books. Let me make sure it's not showing library name on it real quick, but I'll show you. Dropping my paper. Okay. Don't see it on here. Hang on. Okay, so I haven't really looked through them too much, but this was one, which I've only had a chance to really flip through them. So I got this one from the library and this one as well. Let's see if I can flip through it. So far I like this one the most because it's got a lot of like applicable techniques. Like I really like this background thing that she's doing. I'm not big on lettering, but she does have like tips on lettering and everything. So I'm going to try and sit down this weekend and sift through it, see if there's any tidbits of information I can pick up. Yes, exactly, Durbin. Yeah, that's exactly it. So I was just like, well, it can't hurt, right? I know. I was surprised. They didn't have, obviously they had a lot more books on like watercolor and stuff, but I really have been preferring the gouache over the watercolor. And I was just like, well, if I really like the book, then I can get it myself. But, you know, I can keep these books out for like 3 weeks. So it just seemed like a no-brainer. I was like, we're at the library. I might as well look and see what they have and just, you know, see what I can. Still rumbling outside a little bit. It was so stormy last night that we could pull up like our front door camera and like see the thunder and lightning outside. Oh no! Oh, so you have the creative gouache one. You know, I thought it looked familiar. Melissa, did you ever post a picture of that on your stories? I feel like, or a couple Japanese. Ooh, nice. Wait, acrylic gouache? Is that just like matte acrylic? See, I'm going with the gouache over the watercolor because it's going to be like 100 degrees and sunny outside when I do this painting competition. And I need something that's like watercolor, but can layer like acrylic. Like, is it just that there's a matte medium mixed in with the gouache acrylic? Yeah, exactly, Durbin. Yeah, and that's why I like it. It's because you can still layer with it. And I don't need to think too far ahead with like what colors I'm putting down and everything. Sarah Burns has some wonderful videos on gouache. Got her. Ooh, okay, I'll write it down. I'll check her out. I've definitely been looking more and more into it since I'm enjoying it as much. Okay, let me see. Sarah Burns. Yeah, because obviously there's a plethora of information on YouTube. But I was just like, at the library, I might as well. Honestly, a couple years ago, my biggest challenge was how to pronounce gouache. It doesn't lift after it dries. Well, you can reactivate. Oh, the acrylic. The acrylic. Sorry, I thought you meant the gouache. I'm like, well, I mean, it kind of does. You can reactivate it. Okay, we need to do that little berry, which I'm wondering if that's like a start of the orange. So actually, let's just do the pale pink. Likes acrylics where it doesn't reactivate where watercolor. Yes, yes. So I figured it couldn't hurt to take a look. Let's do a little bit of periwinkle. Effort to lift after dry. Sarah Burns is made. She does a ton of plein air. Really? Oh, designer gouache. Oh my gosh. Right. I was at Michael's the other day because they had some Winsor & Newton gouache that I've had my eye on. I had it on my wish list and everything, but I realized that one, Michael's was having a 20% off like everything kind of sale. And then I also had a $5 voucher. You know, you earn enough points for it or whatever. So I jetted down there and I got, where did it? Oh, they're not within arm's length. But I got some Winsor & Newton gouache. But while I was there, I was looking at like the professional level gouache. Yes, exactly. They have 50% off one. It's good through to tomorrow. Not a bad idea. I was getting more stuff. Like the kids got these little, I'll show you, they're going to paint them again, but like they wanted these birdhouses, which were like 99 cents. Not a big deal. They're going to paint them and, you know, they're cute and everything. But I was actually, because I also got another packet of watercolor paper. And the whole thing probably would have cost just a little over $40. But with the coupons and everything, I got it for like 25. So I was just like, not too shabby. I don't go to Michael's as often. And I'm really kind of sad. Okay, wait. I need to pick my color here. I'm really kind of sad that Hobby Lobby got rid of theirs because I go to Michael's, I have to take I-35, and it's just a nightmare. Also Holbein. Okay, yeah, see, that's the other thing. They had the Holbein gouache there. That's definitely an investment gouache, just like our, you know, nice sets of pencils. But for like the set of 18 at Michael's, I want to say it was like 75 or 80. I know, right, Della? Right, Josephine? I love a good deal. But yeah, it's super expensive. I feel like getting something like the Holbein gouache, I'm going to want to shop around a little bit, wait for some sales. But I might check on that 50% off, though, see if that could apply. Because I know there's limitations as to what brands. You can never use those coupons on, like, on Cricut or Silhouette product stuff. It's like, come on. At least let us do it. But yeah, I honestly always hate taking the freeway. Basically, the I-35 runs between Austin and San Antonio. And if you're anywhere on this side of Texas, you have to go on there at some point. But I am telling you, it is just it is a trap all the way through it. I have never been so stressed driving on that freeway. I just try to take the frontage roads whenever I can. I saw this reel the other day of there's like everything that's happening in this reel. There's like a guy in front, like it's somebody's dash cam, and he's filming this guy who's out of his car with the lid up to his car, and he's like using his shirt to like put out a fire or whatever, and then of course the whole engine ends up catching on fire anyway. It was like a comedy, but I could let's see, we're gonna use the pale cobalt green, but it was so accurate as to what it's like on I-35. Because, like, it showed this guy, he's trying to put out the fire with a shirt, the car catches on fire, and then, like, immediately after on the reel, like, 2 cars just, like, crash. And so in this one scene, you got these 2 cars that went head-on in front of each other. You're like, no one died or anything. But then you got this other guy's car's on fire, and I sent that to Steve, and I was like, so this is what it's like whenever we go on the highway. Right, a little bit, Christine. Yeah, just a bit. And I say the fire thing literally because the kids and I, we were going somewhere and we had to be on the freeway. Again, I tried to do it as little as possible. But there was literally a car on fire. Like, I had the kids not look because I was afraid it was going to be like an Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru situation. Thankfully, it was not. But still, there are still scorch marks on the road. It's just like, this is ridiculous. Hi, Kim. Like, I swear, every other car that I see has got some sort of dent. Like, even in town. Like, it's crazy how many accidents there are around here. Like, it makes me so nervous. Which I know being nervous when you're driving can be sometimes just as detrimental as, you know, not being concerned. But it's just like, I'm very hyper aware of what all the other vehicles around me are doing. And I try not to go on the freeway if I can avoid it at all. It's just ridiculous. Gonna use what? What did I miss? What did Bill say? Oh, chatting. I don't know, Melissa, do you have any of the Holbein gouache? Let's see. We gotta get some blue in here. Actually, let's grab some of that Tahitian blue. That's gonna be too dark. Let's grab the beach blue. Butterfly blue. Beach blue. Here we go. Yeah, it's insane, Christy. I have never lived somewhere where... I mean, you guys heard my story about the girl that, like, blasted past when, like, there was a school bus letting kids off. Still had, like, the stop sign out, like, and they just blew right past, like, the whale on my horn, and she, like, stopped in the media. It's like, are you just not aware? Like, how can they be so unaware of their surroundings? I just don't get it. So, I just try to avoid the high traffic areas as much as possible. Oh, you have the Holbein. Okay, well, you do. Okay, so were you to compare the Holbein to, like, the Windsor and Newton, what's the hype about them? Like, are they really just, like, super, super smooth? Like, I know what it's like when you have, like, a very inexpensive, like, cheaper version of paint. Like, it just does not work well. You can't reactivate it. Sometimes, we're using the Pale Celestine. Sometimes you get, like, little flakes of, like, paint that doesn't, you know, dissolve. Like, what what would you say has been the biggest thing you have noticed about the Holbein paints? I don't know, if I win any of the prizes at the competition in the fall, maybe I could treat myself to some fancy gouache paints. You have the Holbein pastel watercolors? Oh, that's so nice. Throwing up your 10 minutes, love it. Let's see. Let's use a little bit of the butterfly blue. I want to go a little bit darker on this because right now it's looking kind of similar to this one. And this side is a little bit heavily like blue. These, obviously this isn't colored yet, but I want to make sure that I'm balancing it. Oh, you need to add a medium to get them to flow. And this is for the Holbein gouache. What kind of medium do you like to add? I haven't added any medium except for water. Also, in poking around for, you know, research and different kind of gouaches and things, what are the jelly gouaches? More pigment to bind. Ah, gotcha. Not a fan of the others. Cause I've seen jelly gouaches, but I get the sense that they're really thick. I don't know. What do you guys know about them? Oh, they are, Christine. They're super fun. Let's see. Let's do a little bit here. Not a ton. Help kind of shape it a bit. Let's see. Let's do baby blue. I think the jelly gouaches, they mold. Oh, I just realized that member gold thing is down underneath. Hang on. One's not on. Hang on. Oh, no, I just moved it down. Oh, well, I'll have to fix that at some point. Yeah, gouache is like a watercolor. Exactly. It's just... Evelyn and water medium do not mix. I didn't even think about that. Are just nice to use in nice, clean, bright colors. Oh, bye, Dawn. Thanks for being here. Well, that's good to know. I was... Let's see. Prefer the Holbein out of the tube than the Winsor & Newton. Yeah, it's like watercolor. It's just, but it's like, it's opaque. Yes, exactly. Watercolor is transparent. The gouache is opaque. So you get the benefits of the watercolor, but you can still layer like you would acrylic, which is what I really like. And like, since I'm going to be doing the plein air painting outside, like I don't want it to get all like gummy and layery. It's just going to be hot and humid. Like I feel like gouache is going to be the best option for painting there. Okay, that's looking better. I like that. Mold, it's an upkeep for sure. To use distilled water. I know some tap water is coming. Really? See, that would be, oh my gosh. We have such hard water here. It is ridiculous. I have like had to completely relearn how to clean my bathroom to keep like the lime scale and stuff from building up. Like even our dishes and everything, like it's insane. The water is so hard out here. Ridiculous. Let's do a little bit of that pale yellow. Oh, here it is. Pale lemon. Just a little bit there. Ooh, I'm leaning dangerously towards rainbow. Okay, we're gonna put that away. Let's see. Let's do a gray blue. That's a gray blue 04. Let's see. That's cool. Cool gray could work. Oh, I haven't tried, but I do like the Arctic stuff. Their markers and their pencils are real nice. I haven't tried anything else other than their markers and pencils, but I do like the Arctic brand. They seem to have quality stuff. Just based on the other things that I have of theirs, I would guess their watercolors are probably pretty decently priced, or the quality. Now, is it the jelly gouache or the gouache itself? Because like I got a blank palette on Amazon. It's this one here. And so I have all my Winsor & Newton colors in here, but I also have like the Arteza ones. So like from white all the way to black on the outside, these are all the Winsor & Newton ones. Everything else here is the Arteza ones. And this actually seals pretty good. So these are the paints. Yeah, see, so they're still wet, and these have been in here for like 3 days, I think. Ooh, okay, that's good. What did Kim say? Oh, maybe. I don't know. I have a tendency to say things and then forget exactly what I said. Right? It's nice. Yeah, I just got it on Amazon. Truth be told, I used my, so whenever you guys purchase anything using my Amazon links, I will get a Amazon gift card based on, you know, whatever was bought or sold or whatever. I get a teeny tiny percentage. So I think I ended up getting like 25 bucks from it or whatever. And so I was able to get a new empty palette and a couple things. The Arteza ones I do like the Arteza ones. Since I'm doing it more and more though, and I want to do it for like a gallery setting, it makes me wonder if I need to up the quality of it though, mostly for like the light fastness of it. So I definitely like am kind of eyeballing the Holbein a little bit. Never had gouache get moldy. I've been tempted to add glycerin to the Artex gouache to see if it helps. Oh, I don't even know. Right, Christine? Yeah, it's nice. It's like these little bits that if I like, I can put them towards something. In fact, my silhouette cutting machine, I saved all of my, what am I going for? I saved all of my Amazon gift cards for probably about six or seven, maybe about 7 months. I saved them all up, and that's what I was able to use to purchase my silhouette cutting machine. So yeah, it is really, really nice when things like that I'm saving up for, I can just go ahead and get through that. Oh, the Winsor Newton gouache and acrylic paints, right? I have a tiny itty bitty tube of Winsor, or no, wait, Winsor and Newton Designer Gouache White. I've used it several times in the tube seems. Oh, that's nice. Shin Han gouache, it's good and does not break the bank. Really? Okay, let me mark that down. I'll put that next to the Sarah Burns. Let's see, what is it? It is the Shin Han gouache. I used to only buy white Winsor Newton, just tinted it myself with ink tints. Oh, that's smart. I like that. Yeah, because like the ink tints are, how does that work though? Because the ink tints are in ink. With gouache, you can kind of reactivate it and remove it. How does that work with the ink tints? Can it reactivate, like you move it around at all? I'm using the Copic Mignonette. Because I would think that would kind of increase the permanence of it if you use the ink tints. I keep meaning to test out ink tints on like fabric and stuff, and I just haven't. Okay, we need the yellow gray. Let's do the yellow gray 05. Use the blocks. That would make more sense. Yeah, because I have the pencil ones. That's cool though. Well, yeah, because I guess it would like dissolve to some degree, right? I'm definitely like, even not that I'm, you know, like an unhappy person or depressed or whatever, but as with most people, you know, we have good times, bad times, whatever. And there's been a lot between life and other things that's been going on where I've been feeling just overwhelmed and just, you know, quick to annoyance or whatever else. But even Steve has noticed that since I've started doing the painting and stuff, and I'm just really enjoying it and getting in my element, he has noticed that I've been happier per se. Love it though. Again, not that I was like unhappy, but he can just tell, you know, I'm feeling passionate and excited about something, and he likes that for me. To learn how to use gouache on backgrounds in my nicer coloring books, that's really nice paper. Yes, I could see that. Right, Kenny? That sounds great. I know, right, Christine? You can also use watercolor. I've never had issues with tinting it so long. I think it's pastel-y. Ooh, see, that works. I don't know. I think it's just been really, because a lot of my artwork that I do right now revolves, or previously to the painting, revolved, you know, around YouTube and social media and everything. And to be able to be involved with something that is not dependent on the internet, because, you know, the internet can be so fickle. Not you guys, but like the algorithms and everything. Like sometimes trying to figure out the algorithm to You know, like, why this post was just as good as previous posts. Why is the engagement down? Oh, it's because Instagram didn't show it to anyone, right? 9 times out of 10, it's not even the viewer's fault for their retention. It's that the algorithm, like, just doesn't show stuff. So that can burn you out and be a little disheartening after a while. But to be able to do this where it doesn't require, what is it, Stephen Moffat or whatever, it's been much more. Exactly. Yes, Leanne. So it's just been really nice. Let's see. Let's use butterfly blue. How do you redeem your quilt squares? If you go to !loyalty, that will take you to the redemption points page. You just have to make sure that you're logged in with your YouTube so it can register the points that you've earned, and then you can redeem through there. So just type in !loyalty in chat. The link for it is also in the description if somebody's watching back and like, well, I can't type in chat. It's also in the description. And so you'll go to the store and you should be able to see everything listed there. You pick out the square you want, whether it's the embroidery or the vinyl. And actually, for the time being, since we still have so many squares that can be chosen, I've added the option for you to put whether or not you want a purple or a green square for your square. Yeah, there you go. So looking to redeem your loyalty points, check out the loyalty shop. So click that where it says Streamlabs, and that will take you to where you can log in with your YouTube. I don't know if it pulls you out of the stream or not, but that's where you can find it. Okay, let's see. So that was the baby blue, or no, that was the butterfly blue. Now let's do the baby blue in the Copic. I was trying to give you an important message last time. You need to watch the vlogs of Bailey J. Oh, I feel like I wrote that down on one of my sticky notes. Maybe not. Maybe I meant to. I'll add her to my thing. Bailey J. There we go. Well, I still want to finish that painting that we started the other day. I would enjoy that one framed. And since I want to do the fine arts gallery show, also, I need to start thinking about, oh, that's too dark. Never mind, I take it back. We're going to do the baby blue in Arteza. I need to start thinking about what I want to do for the, that's still too dark. Okay, let's do, let me look at my charts real quick. The lightest cool blue I have. No, baby blue is still the lightest one. Okay, then let's get the pastel blue. I need to figure out what I want to do for that. Ooh, nice 40. Sarah earlier? Oh, Sarah Burns. Sarah Burns. Ooh, fused bead kit. Nice. Aw, thanks. She makes a large portion of money from her store. Nice. What would you do after that? Johanna or something else? Do you mean after this page? Or after what? Sorry, I missed that part. I probably said something in reference to it, but I have since forgotten. All right, so I'm gonna do the baby blue, and I think we'll bring in the blender so we can like remove just a teeny tiny portion of this. Post it in Discord. Perfect. Oh, after this page, yeah, I'm leaning towards making beds. Looks interesting. Making beds? I don't like making my bed. I mean, I do it, but okay. So we're gonna use just a teeny tiny bit of this blender. It kind of just lifts some of that just a bit. And when we add the white along the edge, it will also help it pop. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Johanna, but I'll also do a flip through books. Maybe we'll do something totally obscure. I have a good number of books, and I don't necessarily do them all, so. Oh, for the beads, for the beads. Oh, for beans, okay. Flowerscapes. Oh, we haven't done any of Maggie's in a while. That might not. Oh, you guys. I just had a thought. What if we combine it? And let me know if this is something that you would be interested in. Okay? Because for Maggie's, I would have to trace it because my printer doesn't do waterproof ink when you're doing with watercolor, but I could trace it over What if, potentially, what if we transferred some of, stop coloring there for a second. Hold on, let me grab my next color and we can keep going. Let's do the baby blue again. What if we transfer one of Maggie's images to watercolor paper and we paint, oh, that's right, Marcy. Okay, so I am excited. I am. But I also am, I did read an article. I don't think that the new doctor is leaving yet. There was an April Fool's joke where it said he was leaving, but I don't know that he is leaving. I think he might end up staying for 3 seasons. However, the fact that his companion is already leaving, that makes me like a little less excited because it's like, oh, already. I'm having a hard time getting attached to the characters. I've been rewatching David Tennant's era though. Squirrel? Oh, all the time. All the time. Right, yes, I'm nervous. I mean, the concept of it is great. I really hope they touch more on the Timeless Child timeline. I really do. But I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it and like it, but I am having a hard time connecting with this doctor. I think I just love David Tennant too much. I saw a new Doctor on Graham Norton, unless it was a repeat. He's not new anymore. Well, it's the Nishuti Gatwa, I think is his name. NCUTI. He's already, they're in the middle of filming the 2nd season, which is why they know that his current, according to us, companion is leaving already. But yes, Timeless Child, like that was a really good timeline because a lot of us who weren't able to watch many of the early Doctor Who episodes, you know, in the 60s and the 70s and even the 80s, because honestly, a lot of those episodes have been lost. Like they filmed them and then re-recorded over them with the equipment that they have. And so some of those episodes will never be seen again. And so a lot of us missed out on that early, and also because I wasn't born till the 80s. Right, Natalie? He really is. Well, that depends. They all have accents. It's going to start tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't mind like a lot of the, I guess, obviously, because it can be a touchy subject, so we tend to avoid that. I don't mind a lot of the open-mindedness at all. I'm going to need to see the plots. I feel like Jodie's run as the Doctor was kind of, her first season was not great because, oh, that's why it's the sun's come out. Her first season was written incredibly political, which made it kind of not fun in the way that, you know, we watch Doctor Who because it's fantasy and it's escapism and we don't have to think about how terrible the world is right now and how nobody can agree on anything, right? But her first season was very much like that. But I think they saved her in her 2nd season because then we really started to get into some classic Doctor Who kind of storylines. Hi, Connie! Yeah, Tubi does, and you can find them on Roku, but all of them are not. And so going back to this classic timeline of the Timeless Child, I think a lot of us would absolutely love it. Let's do a little bit of the periwinkle. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm withholding judge. I will say for the return of David Tennant, you better believe whenever one of those episodes came out, I went because we keep we have a TV upstairs for the kids. We don't have one in the living room, just because I like opening up the space and I like not having screens down there. But anyway, we do have a TV in our room, so it's like, all right, Mom was watching her show, and I shut the door and I sat there and I said, no one bothered me for 45 minutes. Oh, nice, Marcy. So I definitely don't feel that level of excitement for this season, but you know, I also really didn't like Matt Smith initially because I was just so heartbroken with David Tennant leaving, right? But he grew on me. And now Matt Smith is my 2nd favorite Doctor. Like, absolutely. I probably, Amelia Pond's character, Karen Gillan, she probably wasn't my favorite of the companions. I did like Rory, though. I thought he was funny. It's okay for me to go a little bit heavier pink on this side too, because this is like where all the pink is hitting. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I'm not as excited as I was for the David Tennant reboot. However, I'm not judging it until I see it. I mean, I shouldn't be judging anything, but you know what I mean. Like, say whether or not I like this season or like this doctor or whatever else. So if I've learned anything from Matt Smith, it's that, you know, I'm not going to go into this disliking it straight away. Right? So good. Oh, Mrs. Butterfly, it's so good. I will say, when I very first, we're going to use the Copic Baby Blue. When I very first started watching Doctor, what time did we start? Anyway, 11:30? Is that right? Yeah, we started at 11:30. Okay, we've been doing this an hour. But we're making great progress for an hour. Uh-oh. I forgot what I was saying. When it was all in black and white, right? Well, and sci-fi was practically a new concept then. So it was kind of like the awe of Star Wars in the 70s, right? Like, it was just nothing like that had ever been seen before. I love Tom Baker. You know, funny thing is, though, is I don't know Tom Baker from Doctor Who. Like, I know he's in Doctor Who, but that's not how I got to know him as an actor. The reason that I know him as an actor is from the BBC's version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I was born in the 80s. 1980s. As a general, I was at 1986. 38 now. Feels old, but also not feels old. I don't know. It's not 40 yet, so I'm trying to enjoy it. Okay, let's do a little bit more blue on here, because I do want there to be a bit of a drastic change. Ooh, you know what might actually work instead? Let's grab the GB04. There it is, GB04. Doctor Who's an alien, yes. Oh, right, yeah, thank you, Miss Butterfly. Yeah, so when I first saw Doctor Who, I watched the very first episode, and it was, I felt like it was cringe. I had a hard time getting into it, and I left it alone for a while. Then when I picked it back up, I gave it a second chance. That's when I fell back in love with it, like, absolutely. See, I don't want to spoil it, but like, River Song's whole storyline, I didn't understand how she was the daughter of those particular parents. I was like, looks wise, it doesn't match up. And then of course we find out later in the storyline why that is the way it is. I was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Dead Like Me. Is that the one with oh, who's the guy that plays Inigo Montoya? That's the one where like they die and they have to come back as Grim Reapers, isn't it? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, Back to the Train of Maggie. Oh, right. So I was gonna say, you guys can let me know if it's something that you want to do. I could transfer a Maggie image onto watercolor paper, and I could bring in my enjoyment of watercolor, and we could watercolor one of Maggie's pages. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Let's see. I never knew he was an alien. Maybe I should check it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's very much so. Yes, he is an alien. Absolutely. Does he shapeshift to look human, or is that her true form? True form. True form. Yeah, there's no shapeshifting involved. I mean, this one's not too much of a spoiler. So he is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. You find out more about his backstory, but basically he is the last of the Time Lords. Right, Shannon? He is the last of the Time Lords, and it follows, you know, his shenanigans around. He usually always has some sort of companion, and they save the world and all kinds of stuff. It's really good. Peter Capaldi played the Emperor Pompey in one of the old Doctor Who, so he was awesome when he said he had no idea where he gets his face. Yes, Durbin. I actually, since I'm rewatching the Tennant era, I just watched that episode yesterday, because the fun fact, that episode also has Karen Gillan in it. But yeah, when it got to Peter Capaldi's era, they kind of explained why that face was reused, and they tied it all in. It was really cool. Torchwood. I've started it. I've never finished it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not Doctor Who. it's a little, it's different. It's different. I never really caught on with it, but I mean, it's not bad. What season would you suggest I start with? For it to make the most sense, I would just start with season 1 of the new Doctor Who. I can't really say for the older stuff because I'm not as familiar with it, but go ahead and start at the beginning. Although it's a little slow and Christopher Eccleston's Doctor is not my favorite. You kind of need to go through the motions to really appreciate the David Tennant era. Yes, you would be interested. I have watercolors and Flowerscape. Never used either, so this would be interesting. Ooh, okay, yeah, we could do that. Right, Leanna? It's wonderful. Yeah, he's a Time Lord. Angela. Okay, so for the leaves, let's go ahead and grab... Yes, 40. Absolutely. Yes, you should. Okay, we're going to grab the pale cobalt green. We're going to go a little bit dark. Yeah, I like that. It's not quite as yellow as this green, but it is dark enough to stand out. But yeah, we could do that. I will transfer a Maggie image and we'll do some watercolor. That'd be fun. Wait, David Eccleston. Isn't it Christopher Eccleston? It's the first one of the reboot and it takes a couple seasons. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so the first season and the second season, you are going to get... so first season is Christopher Eccleston and the Rose Companion. But the Rose Companion gets more iconic with the David Tennant era, so then that moves into season 2. It has a little bit of the corniness of the era of, you know, when it was shot, but, and I think that's part of the reason why they that should have been pink. Why they kind of had a bit of a love story, storyline with Rose and the Doctor, because that's kind of what was expected, and they needed people to get into the show, because they really pull away from, like, a love story version, until maybe they get to River's storyline, and even still, that's not quite full into it the way that Rose's character was. So yeah, first season is Christopher Eccleston and Rose. Then second one is David Tennant and the Rose Companion. And then after Rose, you briefly get to meet Donna for an episode. And then we have the Martha Companion. After Martha comes Donna. And then you have a really good, for the ending of the David Tennant era, you have a really good... kind of everybody comes back, and you even get to see Sarah Jane Smith, which was from the original Doctor Who. Wait, is Sammy here? Sammy! Oh, there you are. Hi! Sorry, I'm doing a full look mug, getting Ellie ready in the background, tidying up before bedtime. I feel you on that one, Sammy. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll transfer it onto watercolor paper, and I'll probably have to draw it. So what I'll most likely do is scan in her image, probably enlarge it so it'll fit on the watercolor paper a little bit bigger, because my watercolor paper is 9x12. And then I'll probably choose a less complicated one because I'm going to retrace it using the light board. So that's how I'll have it be prepared. So on a 9x12, using a light board to pencil draw the shape into it, and we'll work on it like that. So I did. It's funny, Mrs. Butterfly. So obviously Matt Smith, he is the Doctor after David Tennant. And his companions are Amy Pond and Rory Williams. So those are his main companions. His companions after that is Clara. And Clara goes on with the other Doctor, the Peter Capaldi Doctor. So that's kind of how the companions go. But so I did watch him with the Crown. Now, I will say, Matt Smith's mannerisms make him the perfect Doctor, right? I always thought he was kind of what their outfits look like. I do not like Jodie's. That's fair. Oh, I hadn't said it yet. Sorry. I think things, but don't always say them out loud and then get confused when people can't read my mind. But Matt Smith's mannerisms work well for being a Doctor. But I noticed that some of those mannerisms carried on to his character on The Crown. And it made me realize that I like him as a Doctor, but I don't know how much I like him on other roles. If you noticed, if you watch it back, you know, the Matt Smith Doctor obviously is like, he's like me. Talks a lot, short attention span, you know, kind of all over the place, kind of jumpy, just all kinds of energy, right? So if you watch the episode where Matt Smith's character gets crowned, you know, the prince or whatever, look at when he's kneeling. They have him kneeling on a stool, And if you notice it, during that scene, they're doing this big dramatic like pan out for him. If you look at Matt Smith, his foot is like wiggling. And like it's like he's got like ADHD. Like he can't sit still. He absolutely can't. Yes, here, I'll go grab, actually, I've got 2 of Maggie's. I've got multiple. I've got Flowerscape and Flowerscape in Paradise. Because get back. I know it's hard for you to hear me when I walk away. Because I worked with Maggie a lot in Flowerscape in Paradise, I have 4 of these books. So, yeah. So this is Flowerscape in Paradise. We did the fish one, I believe, on stream. So again, I'll need to choose one that's not quite as complicated. One for time's sake, for how, like this one would probably be real nice to do. There's also this one here, nice and simple. 2 of the orange one, right? The other one is Flowerscape, the purple one. And so there's loads of stuff on here. We got these also simpler ones, but you have the one with the fuchsia in it. I don't know which edition. The fuchsia. I'm trying to remember. I want to say that's the purple one. We did do a page in here. What did we use on here? I want to say we used Prismacolors on this one. I got the Arteza bundle. Yeah, I've got 2 of the pencil things right up here. Of course, because like this was an amazingly exciting project that I did. If you are newish to the channel or are unfamiliar, I actually worked with Maggie and Arteza with this. Maggie drew the illustration, but I actually did the coloring. I have a reel of it posted, and then I've got the finished coloring hanging on my wall. But not gonna lie, that was one of my more favorite projects, and something I will not forget anytime soon. Sorry, my color charts fell over. Flowerscape is on sale now. Really? We could do that. Right? It was bliss. I loved it so much. Yeah. I'll flip through and I'll figure it out, but I like that idea. Let's do something from Maggie. You know what I might do? It's 13. Oh, nice. I might do a poll. Actually, let's do a poll in here right now. And then maybe I'll do a second one in the community tab, but we'll do this one in case I don't remember to put it up. Let's do a poll. And which Maggie book do you have? Okay, so we'll do Flowerscape. We'll do Flowerscape in Paradise. And then we'll add neither. Because I know not everybody has it, which is fine, We can make it work. Let's see. So the paper in her books won't take watercolor paint. They probably could, but with the way that I've, like, because I think we've done, it's a smooth paper and it probably could. Watercolor would work, but since I want to do gouache, it's a little bit heavier. But if you're following along with watercolor, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do it. Like here, this one, pretty sure we did watercolor on this one. I ironed the page, but if you see, it's still a little wrinkled. Hi, Dee. Did you do the Arteza Kids version with the rabbit on the cover? I did not. No. I just did the pencil box thing. Which, by the way, if anyone was waiting for an answer, I still haven't heard back from Arteza about the pencils, so I've messaged them to 3 different locations and they have not responded. I think they went through some employee changes, so I'll let you know if they ever message me back. But as of now, no clue what's going on with those pencils. Allie, yeah. Oh, she is so close. Have you heard about the 150 Chroma Flow drama? 50 colors will not be available open stock. Why not? Huh. Oh, that's so funny. 23 votes. It's literally 33% in each section. That is hilarious. That is so funny. All right, we'll let it, right? That's a super close poll. We'll let it run for just a bit. Okay, let's see. We're working on this one. That's right. Let's get the pale pink. Shannon, it's because of pigment shortage. Yeah, I said what I said. You know, Shannon, I was thinking about the cicadas, and I know that they're in Texas, and I was trying to decide, like, why haven't I heard or seen any cicadas? And I realized it's because there's been so much construction in this neighborhood. All the ground has been tilled up, like, down deep. So I bet you that if there were any cicadas, they did not survive the tilling process. So, I mean, on one hand, no cicadas. Well, I mean, Amelia's, you know, I'm good. I'm good. I don't think I want any. Right? That seems a little, unless it's like a money-making thing where they just want people to buy the full sets when they replace the colors. And that's gotta be so disappointing for those that were really wanting to invest in it. I love that it's ISIS. EYESIS. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I'm good. You can keep your buggies. I don't like buggies. All right, let's do... Oh, absolutely it is. I know, right, Shannon? You know, that all happened after we named her. I just... Kitty is so old. She's so old. She's like practically 90 years old in human years. But it happened shortly afterwards. Needless to say, we definitely regretted our choice in naming her. Like, we had to explain it to everybody. One time, little Emily, they were having show and tell at her school. We're using Minion yet, by the way. They were having show and tell at her school, and I had forgotten. And so we were trying to, like, look in the car to see if there's anything she wanted to show. And I had these little animal tags. I know, right, Shannon? To be fair, I did not name her. Steve, my historian husband, named her. It was not me. So we were trying to find something that she could bring for show and tell. And I had these little tags on my keys that were like animal tags that I had made, and I put their names on them. Well, she wanted to show off the animal tags so she could talk about their pets. So I get her to preschool, and I go in and I pull her teacher aside. I was like, okay, look, she's bringing these animal tags. Yes, this is our cat's name. No, she's not named after them. It's spelled ISIS, so it's ISIS. Flower arrangements. Yeah, except you just put it together. But yeah, so that's her name. So it's like, I feel like I have to preemptively explain to everyone we are not a supporter. It is literally a complete coincidence. We were here first. I like it, Melissa. Hi, Megan. Maybe they named that. No, that's not good. No, it's a really bad coincidence. I've gotten slightly more comfortable with it in the years following, but yeah, we were here first. Exactly. We were here first, man. Page of small. I haven't done the Small Victories dinosaurs yet. I should. Okay, we're gonna do Cool Gray 06 on these leaves. Less of a blue and more of a gray for the shadow. But yeah, that was all completely coincidental. Most of the time we call her Kitty anyway. Like, she's just Kitty. And she honestly responds to Kitty more often than she does her actual name. You're all right there, Sue? I saw it. I was like, did Marilyn change her name? Exactly, Durbin, right? Oh, sounds good, Linda. Thank you so much for your... Then I never even thought about the... Right, I know, Egyptian goddess. That's what it was. Ooh, warming up leftovers. Nice. That's funny. Sometimes it's like that, though, like when you're typing something else in. I was on a friend's Twitch stream, but I was also checking my email. And so a lot of times when I type in my email, into the web browser, I'll just quickly type Gmail and then like hit tab and it'll pull the rest up. Well, I started typing that and I hit enter beforehand and it showed up in the chat, and thankfully the mods there are my friends and they're like, I thought you were gonna put your email and password. I was like, no, I'm good. I just hit Gmail beforehand. TB Chancers of Fluffy Chonky Nugget. Yep, that's pretty much it. Exactly, Durbin, exactly. Oh, Sue, that's not even as bad. Okay. So it was during one of Tammy's streams, and it was early in the morning for me because, you know, Tammy is in Australia. And usually the way that it works for our morning routine at the time is Steve would take the kids to school, and then he would come back, get ready for work, and then off he would go. And it was one of those instances. Well, something about, like, I had locked the front door or something about him coming in the garage. But anyway, he had texted me, and you know how sometimes when someone texts you and you're in like a live stream and the little bubble pops up top. Well, I saw it, and in my head, I was like responding to Steve's text, but really I was typing in Tammy's live chat, and I said something along the lines of, can you just come in the back door? Like I was talking about, because he was coming in from the garage. Anyway, I phrased it something, and everybody was just like, you good? Like, it honestly were jokingly saying that it sounded like I was having the milkman come over after Steve went to work. And I'm like, oh, dear God, no. Because it was completely out of context. Steve thought it was hilarious, but I was completely mortified. There have been multiple times where I've almost accidentally done that. I'm like, no, I swear. Like, I think I said, like, the front door's locked. Can you come in, like, the other door or something? I mean, well, right. Oh, I was mortified. I don't know. Shannon, you were probably there for that one, too. But everybody was like, Emily, you good? No, I'm not good. Oh, wait. Let's see what the poll is at. Oh, it's all still really close, except for the neither. Oh, I know. Poor me. I'll put a thing in the community tab. Yeah, it's super secret. My super secret is when I have all caught up on work and chores done. I take a nap after the kids are in school, so I don't know if that counts. I'm an expert napper. Let's do beach blue. There we go. Yeah, I like that color. My life becomes about as secret as what are my errands for today? It's a secret whether or not I'll end up at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It's a secret of whether or not I'll make my to-do list and then stick to my to-do list. Secrets. Ain't nobody got time for secrets. There you go, Kenny. Both. Well, that's good. Both is good. Oh, I didn't even think to add both. I'll add both to the one, and then I guess whoever wins, that'll be the book that we choose. Okay, let's do a little bit of the pale cobalt green. Don't forget the coupon. Ooh, I got the app though, so I'm all good. I'm all good. Ooh, in fact, I was close to another voucher too. They got the 50% off coupon. Okay, someone do the math for me. If the paints are, ignoring tax, because that's just going to be there anyway. But if the paints are $75 and they're 50% off, and then you add, that's unless they're like among the things that you can't get 50% off. If they're 50% off, and then I have a $5 voucher, how much will that make it? Oh my gosh, they had the canvases were 60% off the other day. But I just couldn't justify it. I have enough canvases to fill, like, already. Although I did finish that Hobbit one, and I have plans for the next one. I just haven't had time to do it. Mostly because I've been, you know, doing the other things that I want during that time, but... $35 with tax. Spent my $45 vouchers on paper. Ooh, speaking of paper, I got a coupon in the mail for $10 off from Online Labels, and that's who I get my sticker paper from. I think I might do that. It's not like I won't go through the paper. Let's do you have the book, The Flowering Year? I don't think so. Who did that one? I'm assuming it's a coloring book, yeah? All right, we got these ones. They remind me of like mangoes. Let's start by putting more pink, stronger pink, because I want to make sure we get that nice strong pink over here. I really like this color for it. This is the light pink. Frosted paper. Is it like cardstock? Like so you could do artwork on it? Oh no, you couldn't fall asleep. Yeah, Steve took a little bit of a power nap yesterday, but that was just, this week has been just very jam-packed with everything. In a good way, though. Like, it's all good busy. You know, it's different when you got so much going on and it's like a stressful exhaustion, but it's just been a good busy. The flower, oh, nice. Okay, let's do, what do I want to do for this? This one over here is pretty dark. We could do a darker one over there. No print stickers for my plant. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. They blend in the page much better. It kind of gives the look that you have rubbed on stickers. Oh, that's cool. Are they weatherproof at all? That's why I get the paper that I do, because it's weatherproof. That way people can put it on like water bottles and stuff. September to look at anything myself. Wait, how do you already have their school supplies list? That's crazy. Oh, nice. 4 a.m. Oh my gosh. Steve randomly woke up at 4:30 in the morning the other day. He's like, I have no idea what my body is doing. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know either. Let's see. We've got baby blue and then baby blue there. Let me look at the color chart real quick, because I feel like we used a different blue on those other ones. But the prices go up and up, Kenny, and they're different this, oh, sapphire blue. I think that's what I use. The way that it works now is that you get things like, they want you to say, oh, get 5 notebooks and 2 packs of pencils and dry erase. And it's more by like you're buying for the collective class than you are your own individual kid. You can put your name on some of your kids' stuff, which just kind of sucks. I'd rather just buy my kid the supplies and then, you know, they're guaranteed to have what, not that they're not going to have what they need, but I don't know. It gets super complicated. School supply. And it's not just the school supplies too. It's, because we consider it in the school supplies because the kids have both just shot up, so we'll need to do it. It's not just the school supplies, but the back to school clothes and the backpack if they've worn out theirs. Whoa, what grade is she in? Is this like college? Wait, pan pastels? Holy heck. Or is that high school? Holy heck. I mean, I traded little Emily to Prismacolors for school last year because she was getting older, but it was just a 12-pack. I want to go to that school. Oh, good, Christine. All right, good luck. Have fun. Right, Kara? No, and some of those I have because like the kids will request, like when we're there, they want to get like a special notebook or a special printed, you know, scissors or whatever else. Thankfully, the school that we're at now, it's much more flexible than our previous school. Our previous school was just very rigid on rules, regulations, and all of that, but they relaxed quite a bit. So that's been nice. Okay, so that was the sapphire blue. Now let's go with the Copic B21 baby blue. Oh, so, wait, that's right. Didn't you say that she got into an art school? Okay, that's different. I understand that one now. My nieces got into an art school. It's kind of like that, yeah, because you have to buy like packs of dry erase markers. Obviously, our kids aren't using dry erase markers. The teachers are. So some of that stuff you're buying for the classroom. So you have to get, you know, plastic bags, tissue paper, hand sanitizer, bleach wipes, usually color pencils, crayons, glue, scissors, ruler, pencil box, some sort of binder, folders out the wazoo, lined notebooks, what else? Loads of stuff. But really, honestly, I feel like the new clothes, and especially at the age where they're growing out everything. Sounds good, Josephine. I know, right, Dee? I'm right there with you. The kids are at the age where they're just kind of growing out of everything. And so, yeah, new school clothes are going to be a must for them this year. Little Steve, I had to veto some of the shorts that he has because I was like, kiddo, these are like short shorts now. You can't be wearing these. They're just growing so fast and growing out of everything. Like throughout the year, obviously, we'll get them things when they need it. But if we're coming to the end of the school year and they've got plenty of stuff to wear through the summertime, then, you know, we wait for the sales and stuff, especially because when it gets closer to school starting, Texas has tax-free weekends. So we'll try and save it for that as well. Uniforms. Let's get, ooh, uniforms. Yeah. See, that's one nice thing, Durbin. And I don't know if they'll do it here because we came in the middle of the school year here. So we didn't have the traditional school supplies lists. But at our previous school, there was the standard school list that got sent out to everyone. But the teachers always said, don't go by the standard school list. Wait for the email. We'll tell you what the kids actually need. This baby blue is almost out, which was kind of nice because then we didn't have to get a lot of nonsense stuff that we didn't really need. I mean, but we do it year after year, so we've kind of got it memorized. Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, pen pastels for elementary school. Yeah, no. Okay, hang on. I need to double check that message that just came through. Sure it's not one of the kiddos. Hold up. Nope, we're good. All good. Last day of school's Friday. Last day of school for us, I think, is next week. Yeah, next week. Okay, so now we're going to use Arteza Baby Blue. A little bit darker. That Copic one was running out. The kids are so excited for summertime, though. So excited. We're going to do a lot of stuff. They haven't quite made any solid friendships yet of kids, you know, they want to hang out with during the summer. There's a few neighbor kids that little Steve wants to hang out with, so we're going to try and make an effort to do that. But I think that's what we're going to focus on this summer, is helping find them a community outside of school. So periwinkle, you know, just in case next year's a struggle, it would just be really nice for them to have some quality friends that they can hang out with frequently. Got everything from school. You were lucky if your parents bought you crayons. Now, see, and it's a little bit different now too. Are grown, and I always check to see if they're the one texting in case. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Suddenly, I think I need an imaginary kid in art school so we can get some shopping for school. Connie, I love it. I work at college, and our term doesn't end until late June. The local. Okay, well, see, I think that has to do with places because when we lived in the Pacific Northwest, June was when it ended, and then we started in September. But here, school is out in May, and it starts in, like, August. So, yeah, come July, there's, like, already school stuff being put up. And I swear, it feels like, I mean, you guys that were here last year, remember the kids spent most of the summer sick last year, and we only had, like, 2.5 months of summer. So it's like, oh, that was fun and great and awesome. So I'm going to leave those now. One of the last things we're going to do when we go through... That's my door thing. It might just be Steve, though. Oh, I gotta make sure it's not the mad pooper. That's what I call it. I'm sorry. I said that out loud. No, okay, it's just Steve coming home. I said that before. I thought that's what we've been calling the neighbors with their dog. Oh, I said that without thinking. My bad. Oh, thank you, Kim. Well, now that I've already said it, we joke because we've got the garbage fairy who randomly brings our trash can up for us. I want to go to purple. Who randomly brings our trash can up for us, which is great. And then we've got the dog. So we've got the garbage fairy and the mad pooper outside. So we're still waiting to catch the mad pooper. Oh, you guys, I'm supposed to have a filter. I'm supposed to have a filter. Mailman. Right, Mrs. Butterfly? But also, if somebody told you that as a kid, wouldn't you have been like delighted too? Starts in January and the end of summer holiday begins in December. Oh, interesting. Oh, you have a garbage fairy too. I love it. No filters allowed. Well, you know, I've trained myself over the years, you know, especially like with the names and personal info. Like most of you have been around here for ages, and I probably talked to a lot of you, you know, off stream anyway. So I'm pretty comfy with all of you. But then sometimes I'll also remember, I'm like, Oh, right. Sometimes thousands of people see these streams. And so if I tend to overshare sometimes, those are the streams that I'm like, oh, I should not have said that. Here's my trash can. Freddy takes my can to the curb. See, that's the thing. For whatever reason, Wednesday was our trash day. And I guess I didn't have the sensitivity up as high as I should have. And it didn't register the trash fairy. But also, it didn't register FedEx this morning. So I'm not sure. There's been no more deposits in our yard, so I can't even say for sure whether or not it's registered. But like, I have a wide area covered. I don't know. And I have like the sensitivity up as high as possible. If I open the coverage area anymore, we're gonna get every time a single car passes us on the street. Oh my gosh, Dee, that would be hilarious. Highly unlikely, because like I haven't met any of them really, but also, look, neighbor, if you're watching, clean up after your dog. If I wanted to do that, I would get a dog, but I don't. And it's just rude. Yes, 1,500 points for a charm. Yep. Let's see. Let's do a little bit more pink on these berries. Like I said, the stuff on this side is going to be a little bit heavier pink than the stuff on the left side. Mostly because, you know, where the light's coming from and everything. How are we doing on time? It's 1:11. We can do a little bit more before we do some weirds on stream. It's like these are kind of the same thing as what these were over here, but I don't know. Right? Hi, Kara. How are you? Kara, what time is it there? School in Brazil is the same, Connie. Yeah, it's switched. I think a lot of it has to do with like the time of the year and the weather, right? Because like New Zealand and Australia is kind of flipped for us. Their Christmas time, the weather is like summertime. I removed my last post. It was kind of gaggy. Oh, I must have missed it. Okay, Pale Celestine. I try to see everything that comes through, but sometimes I don't. Also confirm it was Steve. He is now in the room. Hi, say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Okay, let's do a little bit of the. Can you buy a charm before you buy a square? Absolutely no. I said absolutely not. Like it's hard. No. But no. Only because it would be too hard for me to keep track of everything. So like if I had all of these charms set aside for squares that weren't done yet, it would be a little bit too chaotic. And not just for you, but if anyone has any other questions about the quilts course, so if you type in !quilts, it's kind of like a whole fact page on, I guess, rules and regulations of the project. Pomelo green. Oh, that's not too bad. Wait, Cook Island. Where's Cook Island? Because I was pretty... Aren't you in, like, Australia, New Zealand time? Steve, look up Cook Island. Where's that at? Oh, gotcha, Kim. Okay, Pomelo green. Just says Cook Island. Cook Island time. So whatever that time zone is for that one. Holy heck, Kara, you live in such a cool place. Hi, Natalia, welcome. Oh, yeah. I miss the ocean. Okay, let's see. GY, green, yellow, 06. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do branches. Yeah, I'm excited about it. That'll be fun. We'll do something Maggie related, and we'll do gouache / watercolor. I say / watercolor because we'll probably be able to do it with watercolor too, but I'm going to use the gouache. As much as I know about New Zealand, I learned it from How to Dad or Lord of the Rings. That is my New Zealand knowledge. Are we still in frame? Yes, we're going to shift down a little bit. No, we're actually going out to eat with the kiddos, and we're taking them to a baseball game. Just a local thing. It's not like a professional or anything. But yeah, so we're having a family date? Is that a thing? I don't know.
Family
family outing. There you go. No. Cat had 2 babies, so I'm a fur baby grandma. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, kittens are adorable. That's adorable. Yeah, because we're new, we don't really have a babysitter that we know or trust or anything with the kids. So we don't do a ton of, unless we have like grandparents visiting. I'm using the pale cobalt green. We don't do a ton of date nights. We have video games that we like to play together, or we'll watch movies together, or whatever else. Plus, we've got Mother's Day coming up this weekend. Or at least Mother's Day for the US coming up this weekend. I know that the UK has different, I think March is Mother's Day in the UK, isn't it? Right? Kittens are so cute. Oh, fun, Natalia. Oh, that's so exciting. Babies are adorbs. Okay, let's do Pomelo Green. We're doing on time. 1:16. Trying to keep an eye on it. Okay, let's do a little bit more of this pink. Ours was in March. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so light pink. Like I said, and I want the pink to be heavier on this side. Because the glow that we're doing is a little bit stronger over here. And like I said, we're going to go over with some pencil detail after we have all of the marker down. And I'm probably going to darken up the background a little bit as well. There we go. Let's get some more pink down here. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. I know there's a box downstairs, but I am not previewed to it, at least not until Sunday. Sunday? Saturday. Sunday. Sunday's Mother's Day. Right, Steve? Sunday's Mother's Day. Oh, so they haven't even opened their eyes yet. Okay, let's see. Let's do, we really have almost this all filled in. We still have like white to do for the outside. We'll probably see it. So here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to finish up this fruit here and we'll fill that in. And then we'll have one more stream with this, and that will be where we do all of our last touch-ups, where we'll darken up the background, we'll do our pencil detail and all of that. There you go. Thanks, Kara. Okay, so we have these. They kind of look like apples a little bit. Let's add our extra pink first. Oh, pulled off the wrong side on that one. Okay, so we're going to do our extra pink first. These leaves here. Are we all in frame? I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit. Aw, thanks, Dee. They do, well, I mean, it does bleed through on the other side. You're definitely, oh, Maylin, yay! I was like, what is that jingle I heard? Yay, congrats, Maylin. And like I said, my plan, because we've got 5 in the queue, now 6 with Maylin, my plan is to get them all worked on this past week. Okay, so this is the back of the page. So you're definitely going to, oh, you smashed your, oh, you, I didn't read the up part. I'm like, you smashed your thumb. At what age do the kittens get their permanent eye color? I don't know. What, 6 months, maybe? 3 months? Yeah, 3 months, yeah. So yeah, the back page is sacrificed, but it is blending just fine for it. Oh. Steve can't sit in his seat. Kitty has taken it. Oh, well, I'm glad you got it figured out. Okay. A normal ink pen. A black or blue normal ink pen. It's a bit of a big ask there, Steve.
Sometimes I go to your desk and it is surprisingly hard to find normal blue.
Okay, I've got all of these. I'm trying to think because like a lot of my black and blue pens, like I've usually got put in bags and stuff. Gosh, a normal ink. I mean, I have.
One for the normies.
I mean, this one's blue, right? That totally counts, right, guys? All right, hang on. Let me look at my normal. I'm looking at, see that box down there next to print? No, the black box. So move up in there. Yeah, check in that box. See if it's in there. Okay, sweet. I have a bajillion pens, but none of them are normal. Thanks, Kim. Well, it's because I'm sitting in it. I haven't gotten up. Thanks, Marilyn. I know, right, Allison? Exactly. I didn't want to do it anyway. Normal is subjective. I have one normal ink pen. It's the only one I take to school board meetings because it's cheap. Yeah, normal is a bit rough here. What is normal? I don't know. What is this normal you speak of? Let's see. Let's do baby blue. Baby blue or sapphire? No, we'll do baby blue. Okay. What? I was gonna see, there you go. Steve's the only one with normal pens here. I have a bajillion writing implements, but you know, like when it comes time where you need to sign something in like blue or black ink, yeah, not a clue. Not a clue. Here's a blue ink mark. Well, that's green, but normal pens and stuff don't exist here. Let's do GY05. Right? Well, you know, it was funny. Steve came into the office for a Sharpie earlier this morning because he needed to write on something. And he walked over to, you know, my desk area, and I'm in the other room getting ready, but I see him walk over there, and I'm like, what you doing over there? He's like, looking for a Sharpie? I'm like, good luck. Thanks, Josephine. Normal. Just a black Sharpie. I've got Sharpies. None of them are black. Okay. For these apples, let's do a little bit of periwinkle, actually. What do we got? Oh, we do have the sweet pea purple, too. Let's get a little sweet pea purple in here. Says to me, you don't have a regular pen and got a loud voice, right? I don't, well, I mean, I do have a box that says Sharpies. I do, but it's not just permanent markers that are in here. See, so I've got one, and it says, let's see, is it gonna focus? There you go. See, it says Sharpies. It does. But then if you look at the actual thing, I do have permanent markers in here. Not a one of them is black. Not a one. What? But non-art, yeah, none of this non-art stuff. Like, the kids will come in asking for a pencil, and I'm like, well, kiddo, I got this. Like, where would I put them, Ev? Maybe we need to send Steve regular pens. There you go. You can have his own stash of unfun pens. The Uniball? All right, I guess I'm gonna get him a pack of Uniball pens for Father's Day. See, and I do have some of like the rollerball pens. I have some from Arteza, but like this yellow and green in there. I mean, yeah, it's because like I've used them and they've been misplaced and stuff. You have regular pencils. I know I have some somewhere, but like the ease of access of them, absolutely not. There's something I have to hunt for. Okay, so just add in this purple. And then let's do, what are we using today? Same thing, just markers, although we're wrapping up the marker usage on this, at least for now. Let's see, that's lilac. We need the periwinkle. There it is. Regular pencil reminds me of the time my kid did math. 9H pencil. Yeah, he says he likes the Uniball ones. To be fair, I like the Uniball ones too. They're good pens. Periwinkle. This one is almost out of ink. Okay, let's use a little bit of the Pale Celestine. Oh, fountain pens. I'd be too worried about them leaking on me. But that's also because I'm incredibly accident prone. Let's see if we can use the chisel end, see if that helps. Maybe, maybe not. It's also a very pale blue, so it may not get us what we want. Okay, then let's grab the, what's this one over here? Oh, that's adorable. All right, pure pink. Ooh, that's bright. I don't know that we've used this. Well, we are now. I don't know how much I like these apples, but we might refine them a little bit when we go in with our pencil. So yeah, we should have one more stream with this page, and then we're gonna do something Maggie related. Okay, let's do a little bit of that pale pink. Pale pink. Like I said, this right side is gonna have the most pink. Let's get some let's see, gray yellow 04, GY04. Darken up some of the shadows on these branches and stems. So yeah, despite the fact that we have, I'm gonna zoom out a bit, that we have most of the marker down, it is by no means done yet, because we haven't even done any of like the frost or anything on here. We're gonna add extra details with pen, or not pen, with pencil. So yeah, we still have a ways to go, but I think we should be able to finish it in the next live stream. Yo, hoo-hoo are great. Oh yeah, it'll be fun. So let's see, today is Friday. That means we'll finish this page on Wednesday, and on next Friday's stream, we'll start the Maggie. Okay, let's get the yellow, the pale lemon, Y000. Finish off these leaves. Here we go. Oh, I like that yellow with the leaves. That's nice. Okay. All right. I think that's good for today on it. What time is it? 1:29. That's amazing. So there's definitely a big difference between this side and this side. And then it's all going to really come together when we add in the last of our pencil details. And we might actually spread some of this yellow over this way just a little bit to kind of blend it a little bit more. But yeah, we'll definitely finish it up on the next stream. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Steve, come look what I did. But yeah, still lots more details to add. Stuff is, we're going to be basically working to up the contrast and kind of make sure that we have a good transition Like, I'll probably put some yellow on these ones in here and a little bit on there so that you can really get a feel for the glow that's happening on the right side of the page. And then we're going to touch up the shadows, add all of our frost. Like, it's going to be good. It's almost like he's warming up on the right side and the left side is cooler. Okay, you guys want to do a round of words on stream? Fingers crossed that it does its thing. Oh yeah, there we go. It's working now. Yay. All right, let's go ahead and log on in. Okay, we're gonna pause the music. Okay, and then we are going to get our link. Yeah, because we missed words on stream last time. Bye, Mona. Thank you for being here. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so let's go down to the games. There we are. Goodbye, Mona. My Sharona. Okay. Boop. And go. All right, there it is. All right, so if you are new to the streams, if you never played this before, this scores like Scrabble. It's just something kind of fun that we play, and yeah, good stuff. All you need to do is, sorry, I'm getting it arranged while I'm chatting. All you need to do is to type your answers in chat. You don't have to download anything extra or anything like that. All right, and on we go. Actually, that's not too loud. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so... Okay. Pose. Oh no, Angela. Choose. There we go. Hi, Blue. All right. What about chose, choose, hose? What about choose? Like choo-choos. Echo, yeah. Coos. I always forget about that. And hi, Bo. Is it Coes one? C-O-E-S? Maybe not. Shoe. Shoe fly, don't bother me. Echo and echoes. Soho. Just trying it. Just for the heck of it. Let's see. Oh, coho. There you go. Oh, what about co-hose? Is that a thing? Yay! I piggybacked. Let's see. What else? That works. But Scoob. What about O-O-H-S? Ah! Great minds think alike, Callie. Could be another E. What about Esho? Gosh, I don't even know what that is, but well done. Alrighty, Sue, butterflies, and blue. Well done. Let's see. Ooh, ripe. I did one. Yay. Let's see. Ripen. There you go. Pine. What? Oh, Prince. Oh, I'm locked out. All right, guys. Prince. There we go. Oh, but there's another. Oh, pincer. Is pincer? Yeah. There we go, Bo. Nice. Let's see. We did price. Okay. That's sine. Sine and cosine. Sine and nice. What? You beat me? Rude. Oh, what about Icer? Is Icer a word? Hmm? Oh, epic, yeah. What? Come on! Rude. I'm gonna go with pice, as in passy. Like spicy, but if you're 3, it's picey. Alpine. Tired? I know it's not how it's spelled, but you never know. P-R-I-E? Oh, rain. Nice, Sue. Sue beat you. Look, if I can't do it, I gotta root for those that can. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it's probably the X, but I've been proven wrong before. Oh. Oh. No, you can't have it, Steve. No, I spelled it wrong. No. I tried to type too fast. Mean birds. All right, well, it is a fake X. A fake X. He's over there chuckling. Rude. Embers. Oh, Ember! Steve can't have it! Yay, I get tributed by the piggyback. Mirror and mirrors. What about berms? I don't even know what a berm is. Yay! Alright, we need 2 more. Oh, what about S-E-R-E? You can't even see! Oh no! There it is, well done. M-E-E-R? Maybe? Rems, nice. Alright, continue. Sue and Steve. Oh, your phone keeps dimming. Oh no! You did berms. Let's see. Icing. Slicing? Ceiling. Okay, so it's a fake S. A fake S. Okay, so cling, C-L-I-N-G. Yep. What about blends? No S. But singular. There we go. Nice. What? Oh.
Also, Bo put line. I read it.
What's Line? Let's see. Ooh, I don't want to read Sue's. That one grossed me out. But well done.
Nice.
Ah, Steve! Now my head feels itchy. Like you read about those, then all of a sudden you're like, I need to clean. What about... Oh, lean, yeah. Shannon beat you. I mean, well done, honey. I'm only mildly competitive, guys. Just a tiny bit. Janie with the 2 eyes. I always forget about that. All right, skip 3 levels. Well done. Sue. Holding number 1 overall. I'm gonna go with drying. Maybe it's a Y? Or trying? Ooh, trying! Yay, it is a Y! Okay, so it's a fake D and a hidden Y. Fake D, hidden Y. Okay, so what about... Oh, ting! T-I-N-G. I always forget about that one. Let's see. Oh, tying. Well done. Grin. Oh, grit. G-R-I-T. Grit. Trig. Yep. I don't believe you.
I was locked out.
I gave him a look, guys. You couldn't see it, but I gave him a look. Let's see. Grit. Grin. What Gert? Oh, it is! Haha! Cleared the board. Well done. Alright, skip 3 levels. Sue, holding that number 1 spot. Okay, nothing smaller than 5 letters. Oh, it's a hidden S. A hidden S. So that's skate. Okay, skate is good. We need to clear the M, the I, and the O. Okay, I is clear. The M is... Okay, so it's a fake O. So hidden... what was it? Hidden S, fake O. S. Do we do... Oh, steak. Steak and steak, the two different steaks.
Come on, walk out. Come on. I know what it is.
Oh, mistake. Okay. All right. Well, do you know what the 6-letter one is? Mistack. Okay. Teaks.
Like, I'm doing my job here.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Times, teams. Meeks. Is that a thing? That's not right. Oh, Kismet. Nice, Sue. That's a great one. Tames. Okay. Mites, Mikes, mates. Oh. Makes. Oh, no, that is above it. Okay. M-A-S-T-E. Maybe? M-I-S-T-E? Oh, meats! Nice, Bo. Everybody in there, meats! Ooh, Sue, Steve is closing in on ya. Got a couple points behind ya. Okay. Oh, I feel, cause the U is gonna be fine. Sir, no, that's. Oh shit! Oh, that's right. The answers are hidden now. They're hidden. So what about? Muscular. Muscular. Fake N. Hidden A. Take that, Steve! No? Nothing? Alright, okay, so no, so muscular, no N. But an A. Muscles. See. What'd you put? You put clams? Calms. Clams and calms. Possibly, yeah. Sue got mural. Oh, what about murals? Probably already got that. Scram. Let's see. Natalie got sacrum. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. Claus? I didn't put a W. Put Claus like Santa Claus. No! Oh, that was hard. See, that was just karma for me rubbing it in Steve's face because I'm a sore loser.
Yeah.
We did good, though. We got to level 19. It gets harder once you pass level 18. Okay, let's see. Back here. And go back to there. And close that. There we go. Okay, perfect. There we are. All right. Well, I think that pretty much, right? It was hard. Oh, Ev, you're so sweet. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. All right. Well, that's it for today. I guess I haven't even... I didn't do any face cam today. Normally, I'm like showing the square in the background, but anyway. I guess that's everything for today. We will finish this on Wednesday because I could say mainly for Steve. Aw, you're so sweet. We'll finish this on Wednesday and then we will start something new on Friday. Maggie and Trios, I will put a poll to find out which book people have the most. And then I'll also fix that, because that needs to come up just a little bit. Anyway, just in time for almost bedtime. Well, next Friday will be at 10. Obviously, with an appointment, we had to scooch it out just a little bit. But anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday with hopefully some new squares to show you. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll chat with you later. Bye.